For all of those who hopped onto the Studio Ghibli trend without watching the movies, you're all fake people and you need to be educated. Sorry again, so aggressive, but that's what I feel about this, okay? Studio Ghibli is a very close part of my life, and I really love their movies, and it just takes you and transports you and spirits you away to another world altogether. So here's my list, okay? My top 5 movies of Studio Ghibli movies that you have to watch so that you appreciate the art that is coming out from the man himself, Hayao Miyazaki, the creator of Studio Ghibli. Now, just a small little thing over here. He himself, by the way, the creator, is not a fan of AI at all. He said that AI art is it's life-sucking and it'll kill art in the future, and I'm on board with that 100%. Every frame in their movies is hand-drawn. In fact, one frame, which is like 3-4 seconds, took 15 months to edit and draw. That's how much of detail they put into this. So with us making AI generated art, it kind of feels cheap, right? So let's not do that. Let's watch the movies and appreciate them for what it is. This is Spoiler Alert. My name is Lee, and let's get to it right now. Of course, before we start, like, share, subscribe, and let me know your favorite Studio Ghibli movie. Let's get to it. Number 5 on my list is the one and only Howl's Moving Castle. The story follows Sophie, okay, who is cursed by a jealous witch, and she seeks help from Howl, who's a wizard essentially, and she kind of stays with him for a while. Her curse is hilarious. She's a young girl who gets cursed into an old lady, and Howl doesn't know this, and he takes her into his castle, and that's the story. I won't spoil it for you because honestly these movies are so beautiful, you have to watch it yourself. But visually very, very entertaining, as well as there are certain aspects in this movie. The music, Hayao Miyazaki has a wonderful flair for music, and the music will honestly transport you to another place. That's what all of his movies do for me. Number 4 on my list is the movie Porco Rosso. I recently watched the movie after a long time, and it is fantastic. It follows this, pig. He's a pig who's a World War I veteran pilot, and right now he's a mercenary floating and flying around the Adriatic Ocean. This particular part of the ocean is controlled by sea pirates, and he has been, seaplane pirates actually, and he, with his seaplane, has to, defend them and also work with them to do a whole lot more. Again, not going to spoil it for you. Watch the movie. It's just visually very entertaining, and it'll just draw you into the entire story. And of course, very simple, storyline. At the same time, so powerful and so entertaining. Number 3 on my list is the movie My Neighbor Totoro. Now, if you watch any Ghibli movie, it opens up with the blue screen with this, giant, plushy toy almost. Well, that is Totoro, right? He is Totoro, and he's a giant forest spirit. Now, this story is, again, very simple yet powerful, where it follows these 2 young girls who go to the countryside where they visit there to, stay with their grandmom while their mum is not well, and they meet the giant forest spirit of Totoro, who takes them on wonderful adventures. Again, very, very visually stunning, and the music. Totoro is honestly my favorite film. I was smiling from start to finish, and I thought it's going to be like a very heavy movie, right? With the mum getting sick and everything else. But it's so beautiful, and you're just left smiling throughout the entire movie. Number 2 on my list is Spirited Away. Now, people will be like, hey my god, hey, that should be number 1. Why is it number 2? I'll tell you. The reason why I like this movie a lot, and the reason why it's number 2 on my list, is because, 1, it literally transports you from another plane. As Chihiro is, the main character in this movie, is kind of, robbed from her existence and put into another realm altogether. You are done the same. You're in the same boat as her. You are taken away from this mundane reality, and you're plunged into just surrealness all around. And she's kind of living the life. She's kind of living, walking the line between the afterlife and the main life. And it's all about this bathhouse that sort of, accepts ghosts and spirits who have come from a very long travel and who come and rest over here. And the monsters, who by the way are not, very scary at all, are honestly sweet. And I don't know, I can't say anymore because Chihiro, such a sweet character, she's taken through so much. And again, there's music, there's pigs, there's, fighting, there's dragons, there's a whole lot to unpack in this movie. Check it out right now. One of my favorite scenes, by the way, I gotta say this, sorry. One of my favorite scenes is when she has to lift the coal and put it into the furnace. There's not much said in that, scene, but you're just so engrossed in watching her do that you forget about life altogether. My number 1 movie is Princess Mononoke. Now, this is one of the darker movies, and honestly, the reason why this is my number 1 movie is because when I watched this movie, this is when I was sold. This is when I first, got introduced to Studio Ghibli, and I was like, okay, this is fantastic. I need to keep watching these movies because they are so good. The music is one of my favorite aspects of this movie, and not only that, the storyline as well. It really talks about environmentalism as well as industrialists and how the two are actually, opposing forces to each other and how we should actually strive to save our forests. That is the underlying message in this movie. But over that, how they give this to you is fantastic. You're met with, again, forest spirits who are massive. So you have, spirits who could talk, and that's why they're called forest spirits. So you have big wolves who speak, and fantastic. The story follows Prince Ashitaka, who is a prince who's been cursed by a demon, and he has to go and uncover why he's been cursed and how he can, revoke this curse of his. And on the way, he meets the fierce warrior San, or of course Princess Mononoke, who has been adopted by the wolves. And these are massive wolves, by the way. Like, they could probably fill this entire room. They're huge wolves, and they consider her daughter, and she doesn't even know she's human. And again, it takes you off on a journey altogether, where you have them, fight forest spirits, you have them, deal with the people who are crazy, and plot twist. There are good people, bad people. You never know until the end of the movie. That's how cool this movie is. And again, one of my favorite movies of all time is Princess Mononoke. You have to watch it. Okay, now once again, this is my personal list, okay? It's not like, hey, these are top 5 movies that you have to watch. But my personal list, if you want to watch them, do watch them. And then maybe if you want to create some more AI art, go for it. I'm not on board, but go for it anyway. But yeah, let me know your favorite movies in the comments below. And of course, we'll catch you later on the next episode of Spoiler Alert. My name is Lee, signing off for now.
94.3 Radio 1.